The winter update is out. Mint. Been looking forward to this for weeks. Now, what does it do in terms of how we're going to set up our tactics? Let's have a look. Oh, and Kofi wants to know too. Yes, crew. How's it going? So, winter update time. We've been waiting for it. It has dropped, and there's one big feature on it that we're going to focus on today to help us build some new, fresh tactics. Now, last week the channel was pretty quiet because I was tied up with a streamer showdown. 3 great nights of action from the draft to the league stage to the knockouts, where we unfortunately got knocked out by Tom FM in the quarterfinals. Zealand going on to win it. Well done, sir. Brilliant time. Absolutely loved it. Hopefully we'll be back in that soon. Now, back to today. There's a range of different updates that came out. The most exciting one for many people was the versus mode. We'll do a video on that one soon. I cannot wait for that. I'll probably play against a lot of you lot as well. Competition is coming, so keep your eyes out. But today we're going to have a little look at the little tweaks I've made to the match engine, specifically to 2 clear roles. Okay, so there's the brief of the winter update. There's loads down there. I'm not going to go through them all today. You can read it all yourself on the FM website. But the main ones we're going to look at, and it's the first one. And it's the first one probably for a reason, because it's probably the biggest change and the most impactful. Tweaks to inside wingers, forwards, so your inverted wingers, and how often they cut inside with the ball when attacking. So what does that mean for us and the way we're going to build our tactics? Well, let's take me for example. The best tactics I've made this year and the ones I've had most fun with have been those narrow bad boys, because they've just been brutal. They've ripped up the leagues, they've scored goals, they've been great fun, and a lot of you lot who's used them have had great success too, such as this one here, the Stinger Zero. We made this right at the start and it plastered the leagues with goals all over the place. In fact, I called it Goal Machine in the description. Then this one that doesn't look like it should work, but it did, the Jackhammer, which went crazy with Sporting Lisbon and Forest Green amongst others. And then very recently, and this one's gone down really well, is the Zero Remix, which is a remix of the Stinger Zero 100 points, 100 goals tactics. Again, narrow as hell. They've all got things in common there. They're all narrow. Not using any traditional wingers or people out wide, inside forwards, and there's for a reason. So quite often when we've got our position set up and we use an inside forward and inverted winger, the reason we use those guys is because we want our wing back to bomb past him on the overlap, and we want our inside forward or inverted winger to bomb inside into those areas there, either shooting, playing a cheeky little through ball. What we found in the initial release of FM22 was that when this man out wide was picking the ball up, he wasn't cutting in, even though that's what the inside forward is supposed to hardcode to do. Same with the inverted winger. We were finding he was just acting more and more like a normal winger, going down the byline and not cutting in. Now, however, it looks like things have changed for the better. If you look at Oyarzabal there, this is our inside forward. We're playing for Sociedad, and this is our wing back Porto. So in our ideal world now, Oyarzabal will sit narrow, cutting in here. Porto will scoop around him, providing a width. As we play on, there goes Porto, and there goes Oyarzabal. Look at him, into the box. That's where we want him. We don't need him out there being a winger. That's why we chose him to be an inside forward or inverted winger. He's into the box now, playing like an additional striker. Porto can do the job. There's Oyarzabal. Finishes against the post, and he's popped in on the rebound. Now these are really good signs and really cool. They're going to make our tactic building that bit more flexible. And I, for one, I'm going to start having a look at wider players and what we can do there. So 99% of my tactics at the minute have been the narrow tactics. When I've used width, I've quite often used traditional wingers as well. So even when I was using wide systems, I was still using them with wingers, because I thought, what's the point popping in inside forwards, inverted wingers? They're not going to do the job. So that's where inverted wingbacks came into play a hell of a lot. They were doing the little inside runs that we wanted our inside forwards doing. But now it opens up a whole new world for us. So we're going to start building tactics. We're going to feature some on the channel with this role in here or in here, and we're going to be having a big focus on the inside forward and inverted winger. Now remember, your inverted winger can also start from a little deeper position, so I'm excited to see the runs coming in, the through balls he's going to play, the dribbles, the shots from distance as well. Some really good examples in game of inside forwards. I mean, you've got your elite ones like Leo Messi there. The game says inverted winger, inside forward. It makes all these attributes come into play. You've got your flair, your first touch, crossing, dribbling, long shots. It's a beautiful role, both of them. And then if you drop it down to inside forward, very, very similar. It takes a few of the defensive aspects out, but still, it can be ruthless. You think of the players that can do that role in real life, and look at the list that goes down here. Now, Messi plays there, Mbappe can occasionally play there for PSG, as does Neymar, Mo Salah at Liverpool, Son at Tottenham, Eden Hazard, Mane, Sana is doing it for Bayern on the opposite flank, Bernardo Silva does it occasionally, Mahrez as well. It's just a great role. Now, if it's going to be working like it should after the winter update, it's time to build some tactics. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for tactics built around the inside forward, inverted winger, one or the other, maybe both, one of each, who knows. And we're going to see if we can get them doing what we think they can do. Diving in there, having wing-backs roll around them. Do we need our great role of inverted wing-back now? Can we play them together? We'll explore all of this. Now, this weekend in the showdown, I did start playing this tactic here with 2 inside forwards. And I did notice big things. I had Mbappe in this area here. And he's one of the top scorers in the tournament. So he's definitely making the runs infield like that. So maybe it's time to think about the roles in and around it to get the best out of it. Would a playmaker here pinging balls into channels for a talented and pacey inside forward benefit us? Maybe. Now, back at the end of the FM21 cycle, I found a lot of love for this role, and not many people use it. It was this player in there with a fullback, wingback in behind him, and it was as a wide playmaker. What I found was he was pinging balls left and right, and loads of them were into this channel there. So if this could be the one to unlock this with a wing back bombing around him, I'm excited. The possibilities are mouth-watering. So the winter update has done what it should do. It's fixed little things in the game that maybe need a little tweak, and it's brought it back to life. I can't wait to try it out. Narrow tactics that I am absolutely in love with. Put them on the bench for a little while. Let's explore this. There'll be a tactic on the channel soon if I can get it working.